Whoa. Was it something I said? Because like as soon as I said what I said, it was like not again. Woof. Power was gone. But nah, for real. We're just gonna cut to the chase. The word says that friendship with the world is an enemy of your own people. And that's the truth. So you mean to tell me now that all these people who ain't speaking up and saying, like Kanye West is saying, losing their friendships with the same people who have enslaved his people, he just got tired of being a house nigga. House nigga get a little bit of decoration right on the inside of the house, but you still a nigga. All of them who died being friends with them died with shame in the Father's eyes. Kanye West is simply choosing what is more important: friendship with this world or friendship with the Father. Now watch this. We're going to look at some things, or we just call it out. Let's look at Moses. Moses was born right there in Pharaoh's house. Well, not born there, but he was actually raised there. After being born, and then the Father go through his, the Ark of the Covenant, the one who's put inside the Ark, literally has the experience of the Ark, is the Ark of the Covenant. It's one where the Ark of the Covenant is going to come through. He is the Ark. He's the covenant for the people. So therefore, he is salvation to the people because of the extreme circumstances. And for this to be this way, there is a marking also on Moses that the family knows that this is a sign, right? There's a sign on this baby that the mother says he's a beautiful child. There were other mothers who were having baby boys, but their baby boys or her baby boy was being ushered right straight into a lake or a sea to be eaten up by alligators and whatnot. What was it about Moses that caused for this mother to literally risk her life on the line? She literally put her life on the line because number one, she is literally being rebellious. She's going and gets put like this. It's like the WHO giving out a mandate for everyone to follow. And if you don't do it, you can get prison sentence if you're found out. She chose the route of going towards prison to be obedient. That is how salvation looks. It never ever looks easy. It looks like I don't have no other option. Look at it. Kanye West literally has no other option. None. Salvation has got to work. Like I told him, Kanye West, get over here and I can protect you. Just start claiming Goshen. Heck, be strange, put up the banner. You see the banner you see in the background? Just put it up. They were asking like, where in the world did you get this? What is that? I don't know. Someone just told me to put it up. He said he can help me. People would definitely be looking into that. That would be a phenomenon right there. People will look all over trying to look for that banner. Do you know Goshen will literally just blow up overnight? Just people be wanting to know, like, what are they about? What is going on here? TMZ, everyone. The Jewish people will want to know. And they'll be brought to the right place. Because I'm going to tell them what they want to know. I'm going to use the same book that they took our so-called identity. Actually, they can't take it because the Father said he knows our identity. So that color that they have, the Father calls it an atrocity. He says it's like a shipwreck, something that's been ruined. You know, you have that fancy suit or fancy dress. It's made of that special fabric. And then someone has this specific wine and sort of kind of like spills it on that dress or that suit. And you have to take the extra time to get it out. But sometimes it never comes out. That is what he said they did to the image of his son. They ruined him. So when the Renaissance era, watch this. The Renaissance era should have never happened era. Because the Renaissance era is when they went through and started repainting everything. It's like, little children, let's go ahead and make every picture white. Just stay in the lines. Paint it over white. The Renaissance era should have been called the shittiest era, the known of mankind. The Renaissance. It sounds like some toilet bowl cleaner or something. You need to get those stains out. I tell you to get the Renaissance. Yes, what? The Renaissance. It'll get the stains out. That is what the Renaissance era has been reduced to. Crap. Because everything we have found out in the Renaissance era has been crap. We have found more thievery than anything in the Renaissance era, where they went through and changed over everything, made it in their image, and started playing our movies, playing roles in our movies. Watch this. This book ain't even for them. Watch this, because I'm being honest. If he says they marred my son's image, they made him don't even look human. Watch this. How are they able to touch this book and teach from it, let alone anything? So number one, how in the world can this book that speaks against Christianity and all of its leaders, from where people say that Christianity came from, and they started from all these white people, and the Bible is speaking against the color they're going to choose for his son. And he said that they destroyed it, they ruined it. So how can the Father be in cahoots with the church? How can the Bible be in cahoots with the so-called church when this Bible is speaking judgments against the so-called church? This same book is their judgment. They was not even allowed to touch this book, let alone read from it. And then they themselves authorized themselves to speak this book and carry out judgments from this said book that they are not said allowed to even touch. So that means every single so-called slave that's been put to murder, literally murder, the tool they used to do it with was illegal. All of them. So that means the blood of all of our ancestors that was killed by people, or killed by people who was not even a people. The Bible don't even call them people. So they can never, watch this. If the Bible does not even call them people or human, how can they be the people? How can they ever be the Father's chosen? How? They're servants. And servants they will be. Servants have caused for the Father's masters to become slaves. Servants have enslaved their masters. But they think it's the other way around. They think when we broke free and try to kill, the ones who was trying to hold us as the slave master, they thought it was unjust, when actually it was the masters trying to get back control over the servants. Oh, because according to this book, you're not allowed to wield it. If you're not allowed to wield it, that means you're not the very special people as you have claimed to be. Because the Bible says you cannot come near me. Seed of reproach. Every single last one of you will be a seed of reproach. You could not even stand before the Father even if he stood before you. It would kill you. And that's based off of the scriptures. So, everyone who is not looking to get their pockets lessened, and you still listen to their music, it's time to boycott every single person who did not stand up with Kanye. Because now it clearly shows that they stand with our enemies. So all the songs and all the stuff they trying to tell you to do, if the enemies does not take away their money from them while they're making these albums, it means because they are singing the words of their enemies, of our enemies, on you. They're putting the mindset how the enemies see you. Every single song. It's no different. In Africa, they paying two warlords against each other. They actually support both sides of the war. And then when the people are dead, they come right in, take the gold, take the diamond, and walk right over your bodies. It's no difference. The music industry. You got now people, Kanye done came out and exposed everything. If anyone else did not stand up and walk out with him, you know that part where they said, like, who's coming with me? Who's do it? Who's coming with me? You come with me? You come with me? You come, I'm the only one. You had me at hello. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. Or had me at let's go. This right now should be putting the spotlight on everyone else who is remaining quiet, how real they really are, how ASAP Rocky really is, Bruno Mars really is, Chris Brown really is, Rihanna, Jay-Z, you know, I got my own thing, you know what I mean? Beyonce, or Beyonce. You know, Rihanna, we know what kind of umbrella she's standing up under now, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. Is that your umbrella? Okay. All right. Let's keep on going, shall we? Who else? Name them. Any of them. Snoop Dogg. Oh. Bow, wow, wow, yippee, yo, yippee, yay. So we going, what? Crip walk to the white people, what? Doing something to us? We ain't gonna say nothing. I want to keep my billions. Listen to that. And they looking at and they disowning your brother right in front of your face. It's the same thing as them lynching them, killing them, beating them with a stick. Let's put it like that. All right, let's put it like that. We're gonna change it up. Let's do it. It's gonna change the whole scenario to show you what's really going on. All right, let's put it like this. Kanye West will be like a person who is free, a free man. But now he done said something to piss people off. Now they're trying to find a way to take away his freedom and make him back a slave again. Now, how's that picture look? Or do we need to let's get a little bit more clear. A person who's a free man, then a white man gets into a fight with this free man. The white man throws a couple punches, but the free man kind of ducks and dodges all of those punches and leans back and throws a blow at this white man in front of everyone. How free is that black man at this time? Let's make it one better. How about picnics? Let's go pick us a nigga. Huh? Is it starting to make sense now? So the same ones that said, man, I wish I was there while I was up there lynching my brother, I would have stepped up there and did what? Because if you are silent at this moment, that's the same thing what they're doing. Putting a noose around Kanye West's mouth. And all I hear is black people downing him. It's the same thing as putting a noose around a black person's mouth, putting a noose around their neck, and a whole gang of white people getting ready to hang them. While black people, what they saying? Are they saying, kill him, do it? Oh no, they're praying. They're hoping it won't be their neck. Just because you don't see a noose, don't mean that a noose is not involved. So again, where the other so-called real rappers, music, people who say they do it for the culture and for the people. Because according to the standards of the Bible, if the Father is not rocking with those people, they are his enemy, as well as the enemy of his people. So just as those who was teaching the Bantu and could not profit these people anything, so it's the same thing I'm saying about Hollywood and everything in it and about it. It has not and will not profit our people anything. So Kanye West is literally finally just taking out the trash, or finally letting the trash take out itself. But since the world is upside down, those who are seeing with a screwed vision can only see that he's going broke, broke, broke. While the word says, if you love Yah or love money more than Yah, you're not worthy of him. So if all that was made Kanye West was just a couple of dollars to have a name called billionaire, to have your soul forever tortured, forever. The status of billionaire is the same thing as waste that comes from a person's body as they sit on a toilet to flush it down. That's what the status of billionaire with the wrong people is. It's crap. So he's letting the crap go. Because in the end, those who are crapping on everybody, they're going to get crapped on. And the ones they've been crapping on since Kanye West is throwing his neck out there for the Father's people, which is his people. It's the same thing as Moses, who was born in, like I said, he was born how he was born, but he was born pretty much circumcised. And that's why his mother did not kill him. That's why she would, man, trust me. That story would have went a whole nother way. The father would have had to send some angels. He would have had to, hey, look, don't throw this baby away. Don't do it. I know this baby gonna give you hell. It's gonna be crying because this baby, number one, gotta still be circumcised. Why you gotta keep this baby silent? Shit, that's not gonna work. Everything's meant to be done in decency and in order. So in this time, for me to get my Savior here, something's got to stick out about him. So when he shows up, they know not to discard him like everyone else. So this person will not be common amongst human. He will be pretty much the same thing like an angel amongst human. So Moses was born circumcised. And when his mother saw his circumcision, she knew that the covenant was already on him. He carried the covenant literally. She couldn't discard him. So she took the weight or took the honor of protecting salvation. But then when Moses, when he was, before he was discovered on waters through the right sources. He was put right into the house and given different privileges. But after Moses figured out who he is, or did some research, and after he found that was what it is, he began to start not wanting to have association. It said that he literally stopped enjoying the pleasures of the world. He didn't want to actually enjoy it just for a season. So he decided to suffer with his own people. Kanye West, in a sense, is doing exactly what Moses have done. Moses was getting ready to leave Egypt. So anything that belonged to Egypt, he wanted to make sure it belonged back to them. And he understood that Egypt was actually treating his people wrong. And he did not want to be a part of that system anymore. So he literally cut ties with them to show the people, I love you. Even though I'm here, my heart is not here. I don't want to enjoy none of the pleasures that they have going on here. I'd rather suffer with you. That means he went without. He lacked. It's the same thing as the time when Moses probably finds out who he is and when identified with his people now. It's the same thing. Now Moses' stock is now going down. It's going. What is the child they pulled from the water? I mean, it was right like a milk. Yes, I mean, and then they found out he was a Hebrew and everything like that. Man, wow. Moses, a great patriarch with Pharaoh, and now he's going down to zero. And he did it on his own. He's literally just out of his mouth said, I'm going to cast off this inheritance from Egypt. Who would do that? I mean, come on now. I mean, he's black. I mean, well, not black, but he's a Hebrew, right? They're not really having anything right now. Right now, they're like slaves, right? I mean, he should have took that bonus right there. I mean, suck it up. I mean, everyone can't get, the piece of the cake, but he want to throw his away. I mean, you only get one life to live, buddy. You only get one life to live. Well, that's in the case of Moses, man. Just like they say, like you can be up here in 1 minute And the next minute, whoo, all the way down. Now, watch this now. Well, we know how that story goes. The ones who were up finally came down. And the ones who were down finally came up. Like literally, they came up, dog. Like they came up. We came on a come up, dog. We came up on that gold, son. We came up on that silver. Hey, let me hold that. Let me hold that one too. Thank you. And the father told him, let him, he said, don't ask him for it. Borrow it. Give it, have him loan it to you. The father is hilarious. So in their mind, they thinking about you. Because I lent you my gold. So lend. Means you gotta give it back. Look at the journey, dog, they're going on. They're going all the way across the sea, called the Red Sea. And they have borrowed all the gold of Egypt. Borrowed. The word literally says borrowed. It's hilarious. I remember when I first read it, I was laughing. Because Father has a sense of humor. Because he knows they're going to die. But he told them to ask them, ask the handmaids of all their silver and all their gold. Ask them for it. And ironically, like, you know what? I've never done this before, but okay. Now watch this. What happened to that hatred that they had towards these people? It's like what people call the Christmas spirit, when everyone's supposed to be all happy and giddy. And then all of a sudden, when the spirit is gone, they back to being mean again. It's like that's what the father did to all of Egypt. Everyone on that day was asking for their handmaids, their maidens. Hey, can I have your gold and your silver? What? Have you lost your mind? No, it wasn't that way. Sure. Now, let's put that in today's. Father's already said, those who put their trust in him, and he ain't talking about him, he's talking about his son, they shall be saved. But those who do not, they shall be ever destroyed. People think they got their faculties right now because right now they're able to control it. But when the time comes, because you didn't choose right, your faculties up here are now can be manipulated. And what you normally would say no to, now you would say yes to. For we see right here, these women said yes, every single last one, about their gold and their silver, to borrow it while they're leaving. But we stupid though, right? We dumb. We the ones who are 3/5 of a human. And the Bible says the picture that they made my son wasn't even human. It matters when the Father speaks, not when they speak. The Father literally said, y'all not human. Well, the color that y'all got is not a human color. So what color are you rocking with? If the color white is not the color of human, what color is that? You see what I'm saying? What color is that? Why do y'all want to take over everything? Why can't y'all just let people be? What is that? What is that in you all that y'all feel y'all have to control everything? Even though it's not your thing to control. Everyone knows that the Bible is the set off. And the one dude try to say, oh, the Bible is fiction and all that kind of stuff like that. This dude is stupid. The Bible literally, how can I put it, said he was insignificant. Actually, the Bible said he was less than nothing. So do we even hear a less than nothing's rant? No. See, when we understand that no weapon formed against us shall prosper, then dang on it, that's what it means. So them taking their money away from Kanye West is literally no weapon formed against him shall prosper. He's already above them. They are beneath. So it's like little servants taking away their support. We ain't gonna support the giant no more. Okay. They trying to make him small, saying, in little people world, he's no longer a billionaire. They're little people. Most of them are on their way. The kings of Hollywood are all mostly gay and faggots and homosexuals. The hell you want to be in communes with them? Then we got this one black guy who's on there talking bad about Kanye, talking about, yeah, man, when it all comes down, man, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do, right? You gotta grind, right? Now, y'all are seeing where Kanye about to lose everything. They about to take away his money. See, sometimes you gotta know when to be quiet and not say nothing. You get your paper. Now, according to the Bible, does he fit the status of being one of us or being against us? At all. Why they trying to do this to their brother? Then they're the same as our enemies. I don't care what color they rocking. If I don't see other people stepping up to the plate to speak up for the people, but you supposed to still keep their what? Buying their entertainment? No, after today should be like, I'm not entertaining you. It should be a whole, let's be, one person should be entertained right now. That's how we should be looking at it. You just made our job so much easier. Thank you for showing us who our true enemies are. And every black person should feel the same way. There should be no person right now okay with what the Jewish people are doing to Kanye West. The very same thing that they said it was put into a Holocaust, the Jewish people are now putting Kanye West into his own Holocaust. But this Holocaust is because he stood up for our people. Oh, let's put it out there. If our pain means nothing to you, your Holocaust means nothing to us. It's us against you. We have no alliance. This is where the line ends. We don't need your tired music, your tired artists who wants to stay over there and not open up their voice, and not open up their mouth for the helpless, for those who don't have that voice. You got all that money for what? To be a puppet? Watch this. Let's put this in movie form. Y'all remember in the Django? Remember Samuel L. Jackson? The Django, be like Kanye West. Everyone else who says nothing is like Samuel L. Jackson in that movie. And what did Jamie Foxx say? He was like, look, he counted how many years he was there. He said, you've been here for a long time. That means you've seen a lot of our people get killed, murdered, raped. And you said nothing to keep your spot safe. So he let all the other black people leave that house. But because Samuel L. Jackson, the part he played, where he loved the white man more than anything, the benefits, to where he even ousted the girl to Jamie Foxx. Why? And they just wanted to elope. They just wanted to be in love. He wanted to come against it. And there was, watch this, homeboy had nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. It would have been so simple. But when he stuck his nose into a business that was none of his own, he messed it up. Made them pay more than what they was willing to pay. Made them pay more than what needed to be paid for. See what I'm saying? It's the same thing. What if we're paying for some stuff that we probably don't need to be paying for? But because we keep supporting them, they keep dancing for their masters. And then, if so as long as they making their big checks, so that means, watch this, that means they ain't talking about nothing. If they throwing money at their song, that means their song is crap. Because they starting to take money from Kanye West. Because he finally said something out of his mouth valuable. He struck their heart. Just say, we're no longer backing you. Why? Because you are fully standing up against us in how we have treated and will continue to treat your people. You no longer want to be a bootlicker. And people getting mad at that. So everyone else who's getting mad at him saying, oh yeah, he should have never said nothing. Those the bootlickers. And many of y'all can go out there and buy their album right now. Probably about to listen to a song right now. Because many of y'all are bootlickers too. Y'all only pretend to be hard. But you're bootlickers. If any of y'all right now had to die for the cause right now, y'all wouldn't be ready to die for the cause right now. Y'all talk all this stuff on Facebook. When it comes down to it, y'all ain't ready to do nothing. That's all this is, social media. You know what the Bible says? In the multitude of words, sin is not lacking. All this is just sin. So while you try to feel justified by your many words, sin is wrapped all up in your words. So you just constantly just sinning. The Bible in James also says, like, you live down here, he lives up there. Let your words be few. The words even says also, if a person wants to actually see life and have many good days, speak less. Because death and life is in the power of this here tongue. And every single judgment that's coming, it's coming from your mouth. coming straight from your mouth. Man must give account for every idle word spoken. Idle word. So now, that's why you have to be taught instruction by the king. Because now he got to teach you how to speak. Because your speaking is what cuts your life short. And your words is also the very same thing that will also get your life to be extended. The very same thing you're being judged by is the very same thing that actually adds life to you or bring forth death, depending on what you choose to spew on a consistent daily basis. Since I want life, I talk about life. Life is the word. People got many testimonies. People say mostly what he talks about is life. When you get around music, man, he's gonna talk to you about life. He'll just open his mouth. So everywhere he's going, he is sowing life. The very same thing where we come back, he's returning us back to the essence of life. But those who are dead won't understand that. They'll just see scriptures. And the scriptures are life. So I'm sowing seeds of life. And many don't even understand it yet. Wow. Everywhere I'm going, I'm sowing life. That's what I'm bringing life everywhere I'm going. The Son has life in himself, and he gives life to whomever he chooses to give it to. That's the word. The word is life. I'm the way, the truth, and the Holy Spirit is the way, the truth, and so what's coming out of him is life. Life everlasting. Out of your belly will flow rivers of living water that flows into everlasting life. All right. So I'm gonna get up here. I gotta go to the like I got the bubblies, right? So I'm gonna get up over here. Remember, truth is not biased, is absolute. I'll probably come back after do the one about Prince Charles. That's gonna be done on another computer because they have all the stuff already opened up for me. Then none of the stuff is open up over here, and I don't want to have to go through all that again. Like I went through, it was crazy. So, definitely want to make this short. Why? Because we need to have this video out there to people talking about. Everyone needs to be boycotted right now. Everyone. If you're not standing up like Kanye West, then that means you're with them. If you're not gathering with me, you're a scattering. So that means now your music scatters us. It further keeps us away from the Father. Your movies scatter us. They don't bring us closer to the Father. They continue to keep us away from the Father. It puts us in a curse. Because now we're talking about the people who's actually has scattered us, and they want to take money back from this man because he spoke up for the ones who are up under a curse to reverse it. So they want to keep it the way it is. So if if the people are rocking the same way, then they deserve the same judgment. Like there's Samuel Jackson got in that movie. Jamie Foxx said, "I will not permit you to leave because you're a part with them." It's the same as you did it. All these things, I think he counted like a close to 1,000 or something like that slaves that came in there, and you did not say one word to them. You agreed with everything, and so your place is right here with these white people, and he let him die with those white people. That's the same thing was going to happen to these people if they don't begin to start speaking up. Oh, it won't have to be them dealing with them. It'll be the Father dealing with them. Because now they have made themselves enemies against the Father. And making themselves enemies against the Father is also making yourself enemies against me or us. So, Father, deal with them as you see fit. Everyone who's not with us and against us, deal with them as seems fit and right to you. No protection. All right. Like I said, this has been real. It's been fun. Remember, truth is not biased. It's absolute. King out. Whew, man, I got
Yeah, so we are here at Truth Colors today, and today I blew my brother Yasha's mind, by telling him something that he didn't even know about, You see, the Father works in amazing ways. Yasha has had, see the background that I have right here? It has many colors. It's the Truth Colors background. So Yasha has had it since he started his YouTube channel. So me in the process of doing reading my stuff and all that, I've read about the coat of many colors. The father, all the patriarchs in the Bible used to have that coat. It goes down from Adam all the way till Joseph, and during the period of Joseph is when the coat kind of disappeared, but it was the coat of many colors. The same thing is what my brother Yasha here has, Truth Colors. So you guys need to know that where all the colors for the truth are is where the Father dwells. So this guy has the truth and it's the bomb. If you guys are still double-minded, it's for your own doom. Check him out. Always listen to his words. The Father says you listen to what he tells you. You don't look at what he's doing. Listen to what he's telling you. If you follow the instructions, boom, you'll be saved. If you look at Adam and Eve, they didn't follow the instructions. The Father gave them the instructions. They went away from it. They did their own thing. They leaned onto their own understanding. But right now, he's speaking to all of us through Yasha. So we're supposed to listen to what Yasha is telling us. Truth Colors, that's where the truth is. The way, the truth, and the lie. Yeah, my boy.
Yeah. Appreciate it, fam. Appreciate it, fam. I do.
All right, you gonna cut it?
Yeah. All right, fam.
subscribing and supporting my Patreon channel, where the truth is not biased. It's absolute. I dedicate this channel through Nzambi Zulu to the awakening of my people and discovering who they truly are, to bring out information and revelation that they may not see anywhere else. And as we embark on this journey together, feel free to shop with us. OBYU, featuring our brand, Goshen Black. You can also purchase New Truth music from me, your boy Heart of Song, aka Music, featuring Etana, Nzambi, JG, The Messenger, and other great artists on CD Baby and iTunes. It's time to awaken to the truth and power. Aren't you tired of being lied to? Truth speaks. Truth awakens. Truth colors.
Other sons.
Revelations. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark into his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Elohim, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Satan cast into the lake of fire. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and they shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. The great white throne. And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Elohim, and the books were open, and another book was open, which was in the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. And they were judged, every man according to their works, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. But I will tell you what will happen to cowards and to everyone who is unfaithful or dirty-minded or who murders or is sexually immoral or uses witchcraft or worships idols or tell lies